Imagine you have a high-end sports car sitting in a garage. It's worth a fortune, but as long as it stays parked there, it doesn't do anything for you. It just collects the dust. This is exactly what happens to crypto assets of many long-term investors and whales. Bitcoin, Ethereum or stablecoins often just sit idle in the wallets. But what if you could rent out the car to generate passive income while ensuring the keys stay in your pocket and you can jump in and drive away whenever you want? That is precisely the promise of FortisX.fi. Hello, my name is Alexander and I'm the business developer at Fortis X. I met a lot of people just like you and me. We bought crypto some time ago, and then what? We're waiting for the price to go up. But guess what? There are different solutions. We at Fortis X provide a good example of getting your crypto to work.
So when I was at Binance US, core focus was mostly focusing on building the best products, right? So for example, users want a shorter unbounding period, they want higher yields, they want more stable yields, right? Across the every staking token, Ethereum, Solana. My focus was mostly on providing the best service to the clients, better emotional support for the clients, because after all, every client is a human being, right? When I first came across FortisX, the first thing that pops in my mind is essentially the wide variety of the staking tokens that FortisX offer. Since I understand the mechanism, right? And the other thing I would say is I would look at the basically the team, right? The advisors, the teams, the backgrounds, and I think that adds a lot of values and credibilities to these projects.
Fortis X is a crypto infrastructure platform built for investors holding larger portfolios. The goal is simple: make your idle crypto assets work for you. Normally, to earn yield in crypto, you have to choose between two paths. You either stake your tokens to secure a network, or you provide them to a liquidity pool for trading. Both methods usually require complex separate tools and force you to lock up your funds for weeks or months. FortisX eliminates that friction by combining both infrastructure into one clean, high-performance interface. So, at this moment, you will ask yourself, why should I trust FortisX? When you visit us, you will see two external auditors. First one is Certic. Second one is Cyberscope. Both of these companies visited our code base, made the penetration test, and we went through the KYC just for the investors to see that we are in a legit business and helping you to get your crypto to work.
One of the most important things is how credible they are, right? If they have credible clients already established in the US, and just the overall communications with their stakeholders and see how much they understand our needs. Clients would always ask, the first question is, are you regulatory compliant, right? Clients would ask about the type of the tokens or staking tokens that whether you support or not. I think by looking at FortisX websites can be answered as well. FortisX support more than 10 staking tokens, Ethereum, Solana, as well as some tokens that are not POS, right? Such as Ripple, such as USDT. So I think that's absolutely great. The one question that I would tell them to lead with is essentially do the due diligence on the security of the platform to see if the platform has SOC 2 type 1, type 2, the compensation plan, including slashing and non-slashing incidents, compensation, and just I would say just meet or chat with the team. I think that would make the decision smoother, I'll say. Yeah.
So, how do you start? You just hit FortisX.fi. Once on the website, you see a variety of coins that are open for taking yields. They're basically two products that you have to decide for. First off, liquidity pools or the staking. Both of these options have their advantages and their disadvantages. You have to consider them.
I think most clients, especially if they're tech savvy, they would care more about how does the institutional service provider or yield provider manage the public key of their staking nodes, right? There are many technical innovations that happens in the past 24 months. Of course Solana, of course Ethereum, that we can actually, for example, split the public keys and have different members of teams across different regions and manage the keys so that it eliminates the single point of failure, right?
So it's very easy to stay ahead of FortisX and get the information you need right here and right now. There are three major platforms where you can get information of us. First off, of course, our LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you get the professional information all about the B2B connection and also the investor relationships. Secondly, Twitter. This is our channel for quick news and updates around the DeFi space. Also, you want to have a look at our Telegram channel. This is where our leadership is posting regularly stuff around about Fortis X and everything that is important for you. If you're interested in the topic, just leave a comment and tell us about your DeFi experience. Secondly, just hit the subscribe button to stay ahead at the DeFi space at Fortis X.